All right. Thank you for using my blog and my YouTube channel. This is what you need to know. Basically, what we're going to be talking about is basically about, about, well, we're going to be talking about the post. So, first thing that you need to know, basically, is that the U.S. Postal Service cannot be repeated over the air. So, that's it. Now, we're going to be talking about certain things such as, well, we're going to be talking about regions, basically. And well, what we have here is that each area has a region, so it gives their own area code. Like Addison has theirs, Richardson has theirs, Berkson has theirs, Berkowitz has theirs. Also, we have other areas. So now they are trying to become cities, and now that they are in a situation where they can do that, what they need to do now is they need to have their own separate area code, basically. So every area within the Dallas County has some type of zip code, and as long as these areas have those type of zip codes, then and it's conjoined with the actual Dallas area, um, then they are a part of the Dallas metroplex. So what happens then is now they would have to seek a different type of area code. Now, an area code is called a zip. So there's a zip code for every single area in Dallas itself. So what you'll have to do now is you'll have to learn the zip codes so that you will understand that every area has an actual set unit of numbers. So there's a total of five. So within the Dallas city limits, if there's a 7-5, you belong to the Dallas County area. So if lawmakers of the United States learn this bit of information, then they can go ahead and set these accordingly. Now, here's what you need to know. As I said before, there are five numbers within a zip code, and then there is a number of an extension. So you have an extension, so 3916 had been given so many times that now the post needs to just go ahead and use those bits and pieces of information to go ahead and send direct mail, is what that's called. So there isn't a problem with this mail being shipped to the actual address. So what you need to be aware of is that the United States Post Office and Postal Service and its workers operate by using certain tools. So these tools were designed to let the actual and the actual post worker, which is the postman, to actually send out information and then go from there. So what happens is direct mail always has to have the extension, and then the area code has already been given. It's 75216 or any other number that you're trying to use, like 75001, which is basically what we're trying to do. So now the downtown area has its own zip code. So that's what gives it its distinction. So then when you see anything else about this particular information, you understand why the five numbers are more important, but then the extension is direct. Okay, so anyone asking for direct mail, that is where it happens. It goes directly to that spot. So a lot of people don't know that. The next bit of information that you may need to know is basically that express mail has its own thing. And express mail is usually sent by a stamp. It's going to say express. And it's going to also have your zip code and the extension on it. Sometimes, if you do that, if you actually pay a higher price, the actual stamp will be a sticker, which will have the ability to go further out. It's called pay by weight. And that is about all the bit of information that I can provide for you. This is the next bit of information that you need to know. So the actual zip code is designed for the actual area. So that's all I needed to tell you. Remember that in the United States, um, there is a way of getting all the information that you need and get it done properly. So this is what you need to do now. All you simply need to do is basically go ahead and wear your your best whenever you're going anywhere in the United States. Remember that um, the 51 states within the United States borders, well, there's just not that much time left before things start to change here in the Texas area. So remember that it's still hot outside, and if it gets muggy and you're in your car for long periods of time, remember you could pass out. All right, this is Lieutenant Colonel James Edward Banks the Third, and you can also call me. Name Jason Anderson. I'm also known as Jason Anderson. That's my family name. All right, this is about all that I can provide for you. I use the traditional style of just about everything. Have a great day. Goodbye.